Here is a surprising immigration update that has generated a lot of discussion. Because of changes in Canada's citizenship law, some Americans with criminal records may now have the legal right to enter Canada, not because Canada's criminal inadmissibility rules have changed, but because they may have already qualified as Canadian citizens by descent. In this video, I'll explain what changed, who may benefit, and why this may not apply to everyone with a criminal record. Before we get into it, of course, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Canada recently changed its citizenship rules by removing the previous generational limit for many people born before December 15, 2025. As a result, many individuals who have Canadian ancestry, even through more distant ancestors, depending on how the law applies to their family history, may now qualify for Canadian citizenship by descent. If someone is recognized as a Canadian citizen under the law, they have the legal right to enter Canada as a citizen. In that situation, Canada's rules on criminal inadmissibility that apply to foreign nationals generally do not apply in the same way because citizens have a constitutional right to enter Canada. Important note, eligibility for citizenship by descent, family history, on the specific facts of a person's family history and the applicable law. Not everyone with Canadian ancestry automatically qualifies. For Americans who do not qualify for Canadian citizenship or permanent residence, the situation is very different. As foreign nationals, they must meet Canada's admissibility requirements every time they seek entry. Certain criminal convictions in the United States, including offenses that may seem relatively minor in the United States, such as impaired driving convictions, can make a person criminally inadmissible under Canadian immigration law. Depending on the circumstances, individuals may need to apply for a temporary resident permit, also called a TRP, qualify for deemed rehabilitation if eligible, or apply for criminal rehabilitation. People who believe they qualify for Canadian citizenship by descent generally apply for a Proof of Canadian Citizenship certificate. This application is not a request for a discretionary approval. Instead, it asks the government to officially recognize and document if the applicant already qualifies under the law. Applicants typically need documents proving their identity and family relationship to a Canadian citizen. Once a Proof of Canadian Citizenship certificate is issued, eligible individuals can then apply for a Canadian passport. The key takeaway is this: Canada's criminal inadmissibility rules for foreign nationals have not been eliminated. However, if someone qualifies as a Canadian citizen by descent under the law, they are entering Canada as a Canadian citizen and not as a foreign national. If you think you may have Canadian ancestry, it's important to review your family's history carefully and determine whether you may be eligible for citizenship under the current law. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on Canadian immigration updates.